Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Fernando Vargas has made it to the Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. And congratulations, kudos to him. But I'm looking at the resume and I'm just remembering his career. If Fernando Vargas is a Hall of Famer, by now, that Keith Thurman is going to be a Hall of Famer. Danny Sue Garcia is going to be a Hall of Famer. Bud Crawford's going to be a Hall of Famer. I didn't know that he had the Hall of Fame type of career. Had a good career, but not a Hall of Fame career. That's just my opinion. I mean, the only time that Fernando Vargas unified was for the vacant titles versus Flores, with Trinidad vacant the belt. His notable Super Bowl win versus, I believe it was, who was it? Campas, Raul Marquez, which was killers, especially in Mexico boxing. They know these dudes, they killers. But he lost to Trinidad. He lost to he did beat Winky Wright in a close fight though. He did beat Winky Wright in a close fight. A lot of people felt that Winky Wright won the fight. Me scoring the fight. I mean, looking back after several years ago, looking at the fight, I could have seen it as a draw. I still could have seen Fernando Vargas winning that fight because the way you score the fight, jab secondary, power punches is primary, and Fernando Vargas landed a lot of power punches compared to Winky Wright. Winky Wright, yeah, dictated the pace in those in the middle rounds, but at the end of the day, Birmingham, which he did a little mistake that he did the same way with Winky Wright versus Fernando Vargas, he did a little bit with Keith Thurman versus Danny Sue Garcia when Birmingham was like, okay, almost giving him that you already won the fight, just box him around and blah, blah, blah. Nah, these are championship fights. You just can't tell your fighter, and I love Birmingham, you just can't tell your fighter you winning the rounds, oh, take it easy, just box around. Now, we saw what happened with Oscar De La Hoya versus Trinidad. So, hey, when it's a championship bout, every round, every punch, everything counts. So, I still probably, it made sense still for Fernando Vargas to win Winky Wright, but it was a good fight. Still, a lot of people felt that Winky Wright won the fight, but hey, it's on paper, Fernando Vargas. That's probably the winner, the most winnable fights for him. But did he beat Ike Corte? I think he beat Ike Corte. That's also a winnable, noticeable fight. But then I'm looking at the career like Danny Sue Garcia, who beat the likes of Amir Khan in his prime, who beat Lucas Matisse in his prime, became unified champion, became 2-division world champion, in the welterweight division as well. Keith Thurman just that stays in the welterweight division, has unified the titles, back-to-back fights with Sean Porter and Danny Sue Garcia beat him, an undefeated fighter. I haven't seen Fernando Vargas beat a top undefeated fighter. So I don't know if that really grants you to be a Hall of Fame, but if that does grant Fernando Vargas to be a Hall of Fame, I'm not taking none away from him, then I believe a lot of dudes right now is also a Hall of Fame right now, in which I, in my past video, usually say, if everybody retired right now, who's a Hall of Fame right now? You know what I'm saying? Besides Manny Pacquiao, he's already got to cement the legacy. I say Canelo Alvarez is a Hall of Fame. I feel like he got Hall of Fame type of cachet. We already know Manny Pacquiao. But about these new guys, is Anthony Joshua a Hall of Famer? If Tyson Fury, probably Tyson Fury is a Hall of Fame. Is Deontay Wilder Hall of Fame? Is Vasily Lomachenko, yes, is a Hall of Fame. I mean, you could say yeah to Vasily Lomachenko. You could say yeah probably to Crawford, even though a lot of people feel like he doesn't have anybody in his resume that really resonate with elite type of fighters. But his accomplishments is way more than Fernando Vargas. Vasily Lomachenko accomplishments way more than Fernando Vargas. Danny Sue Garcia, it's more than Fernando Vargas. Keith Thurman for me is more than Fernando Vargas. At this stage of their career, Errol Spence could be more than Fernando Vargas. I believe that a lot of people is a Hall of Fame already. I mean, Gary Russell Jr., longest reigning WBC title holder since 2015. I mean, like, I don't know. But, I mean, name just coming out. And I'm like, Triple G, he's already a Hall of Famer. And this year's, they have Andre Ward also going to the Hall of Fame. And then you just compare those type of careers, Andre Ward to Fernando Vargas. I don't know if that's a Hall of Fame career. But if it is, you may feel like I may feel like it's a watered down Hall of Famer. And if it does, I mean, it's just going to open up the floodgates. I mean, if Fernando Vargas goes in, I think everybody, most of the people, they just win one title, goes in. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, he only won one title, really, respectfully. And the vacant titles against Flores, who lost like 7 times, it wasn't even, you know, but anyway, I just want to know if I'm wrong. Again, congratulations to Fernando Vargas. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I was just saying, I was assuming that that's not really a Hall of Fame career. It's a great career. It's a good career. When you could be in the rankings for a long time and be a top dude, remember, this is a world sport. It's a world sport. So, of course, Fernando Vargas has been in the top, but he's just lost versus the top dudes, in my opinion. Like I said, noticeable winner Winky Wright. Winky Wright's a Hall of Famer. But he's beat the likes of elite fighters as well. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe that Winky Wright has the right to be a Hall of Famer, even though he lost some tough fights as well. I mean, now I think I just got to put it this way. I just gotta re-educate myself on the criteria and what's a Hall of Fame in boxing. Maybe we could do this together. Remember, I did this channel so we could all, this is not an egotistic boxing channel. This is for us to learn, come together, have a concrete understanding on certain things. And that's something I really never really tried to put my whole study in the criteria of a Hall of Fame. What's really a criteria of a Hall of Fame fighter? We know a great fighter. We know a good fighter for the era. We know a special fighter, legendary fighters and stuff like that. Hall of Fame fighters. I didn't know that Fernando Vargas could be a Hall of Famer. Again, good career. It's just, for me, in my opinion, if he is a Hall of Famer, then Keith Thurman is a Hall of Famer. If Fernando Vargas is a Hall of Famer, Danielson Garcia is a Hall of Famer. Bud Crawford is a Hall of Famer. Marcelo Lomachenko is a Hall of Famer. Anthony Joshua is a Hall of Famer. Tyson Fury is a Hall of Famer. Who else? Hey, Gervonta Tank Davis, he got like what, two, 3 division world title. I mean, and he's only 20. I mean, yo, we could just, I don't know. Let me know if you think. Let me know who you think should be in the Hall of Fame coming 2020. That they announced a couple of names. Let me know who should be in the Hall of Fame. Let me know if Fernando Vargas got Hall of Fame criteria. And if he does, let's educate one another, baby. Let's educate one another. There's no egotism. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I'm just looking for some understanding. This is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can get my updated videos. You already know, man, these guys are my one-day warriors, one-day gladiators. They put their life on the line for a pure entertainment. You already know, man. Hit the like button, smash the like button, support the movement, support hardcore boxing channels. On to the next.